Guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Today I am going to be doing a get ready with me using all the products that I pulled in this past Makeup Basket Monday series. So we're going to get started by, I already primed my face. I went ahead and used some moisturizer on my skin, and then I also used the Clinique, the Pep Start for my under eyes. I love this for putting under your eyes, but you want to put this on for like before you start doing your makeup so it has time to set into your skin. So I've already done that process, so just in case you guys were curious. So the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and prime my skin. So the only thing, like I said, was put moisturizer on. So I'm going to use the Volition Prismatic Luminizing Shield. This is really nice. I have been enjoying this so much so far. It's really very liquidy, so you want to shake it a little bit, probably with the cap on. Probably don't want to shake it with the cap off. So you want to give it a good shake before you start using it. This does have an SPF of 50 in it, which makes me really happy because I love anything with a good SPF in it. It doesn't really smell like SPF. It does have an expiration on here as well, which is awesome because anytime you have an SPF in your makeup products, you want to make sure that you're following that SPF like expiration date, because if not, then you can have no protection on your skin whatsoever if you're not using it. If you're using it after it's expired. Goodness gracious, I can spit that out very quickly. So as you can see, it does leave a little bit of a white cast onto my skin, but it's nothing dramatic or anything like that. I just love how it feels. It makes my skin feel very silky, very hydrated. And not only that, it's protecting my skin because of the SPF. So if you're someone who does not use makeup that has SPF in it already, this is a perfect type of product to use because you're going to put your SPF under your makeup. And then you can also get these setting sprays that have SPF in them. I recently purchased the Ulta ones. The Ulta ones have, I think they're SPF 50. Now, I will tell you, those kind of make my skin a little bit dry, but not overly dry. They do dry it down just a little bit though. I think it's the alcohol in it or something maybe. I'm going to slide my chair in here a little bit so I can be a little bit more comfortable talking to you guys. Alright, so I'm going to pull you guys in just a little bit more so you can see what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So let's get you guys closer. Alright, so hopefully I don't cut too much of my head off. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to use my foundation. The foundation I've been using this week is the Even Steven by the Balm. So here's what it looks like. This is a very thick, very, very thick foundation. So you only need a little bit of this stuff because it goes a very long way. The shade I got is light medium. I'm thinking I should have gotten medium because this is just a little bit light for me. So what I'm going to have to do is bronze my skin up when I'm using this because I noticed that it makes my skin look a little too light. So when you look at it in the jar though, you're like, there's no way that's going to be too light. But it really is. You'll see. So I'm just going to tap my finger in here and you're just going to get a little bit of it and then put it on. Even when I put it on my skin, it's like, no, that's not going to be too light. Watch when you start blending it though. So that is plenty. That is way more than enough actually. So this is a very small container though. This is only, how many ounces is this? This is 0.45, so it's not even a half an ounce. So I think this is going to go a very long way though, just because of how little you only need of this product. So for me, I'm not really worried about that it's such a small amount in there. So I'm just going to blend this in with my beauty blender. I find that this blends in the best with a beauty blender. Do you see how good the coverage is to this though? I mean, like my skin is immediately like full coverage. This is a really, really full coverage and it's pretty thick. I know some people were saying that it's not the best for dry skin. It's not the best and I'm going to agree with that. However, I can make it work if I moisturize my skin and then I use that Luminizing Shield primer with it. I feel like it works fine like that. But you're going to see here that look how light it is compared to my skin. I mean, it's not too drastic, but it's definitely lighter. I probably should have gone with a medium shade. So, but lesson learned. When you order things online, sometimes you don't really know what you're getting until you get it at home because the colors online, they never look the same as they do in store or in person. So that's okay. And the balm is so hard to find in store. The only place I know that sells the balm is Kohl's. And I haven't been to Kohl's for a while. I need to go visit a Kohl's soon. They actually sent me a coupon the other day because they're like, look, you haven't been here shopping. Encouraging you to shop. I know Sephora recently did that too. Sephora, for any of the people that didn't participate in the VIB sale haul, they were sending them coupons to go shop for 15% off. And I'm like, darn it. There's more stuff I wanted. No, I'm just kidding. I have a whole box right now sitting full of stuff that I need to haul for you guys. It's ridiculous. And this is why I'm going to be doing a low buy for a while because I think I have enough makeup to probably do everybody's makeup in my whole neighborhood. Honestly, I just have plenty. So like you see, I'm taking a while making sure I'm getting this all blended in very well, making sure I'm blending it into my hairline too. Because like I said, it is a little light for me. I know some people take it onto their ears too. I don't really do that, but you can do that if you want to. The one thing I did notice about this makeup though, I've noticed that it will pick back up on itself. So like if you're doing it and you're like rubbing it in, it can pick back up, and then not only that, it's not going to set completely, because like if I touch this, then it will peel up. So it's not my favorite, that's for sure. But like I said, for a full coverage, I think it's going to be good for like if you're doing something and it's only a short time event type thing, then I think you're going to like it. But you're going to have to work with it if you do have dry skin. You're going to have to work with it a little bit to get it to work really well with your dry skin. So, alright, so that is it for now on the foundation. So here's what it looks like. As you can tell, it is way light. Like when I get close to the camera like this, you can see how much lighter it is for me. This is really, really pale for me. So I'm going to go ahead and bronze my skin up just because I feel like, whoops, sorry guys, my little container here is like, everything's falling over. So I'm going to go ahead and bronze up just because I want to go ahead and start that process. So this is the Laura Geller. This is the Beach Matte Baked Hydrating Bronzer in Siesta Medium. So I'm just going to take my big old brush. I think this is a Tarte brush or something like that. I have no idea. So now I'm just going to bronze my forehead, bronze the outer perimeter, bring it into a number 3. I'm not really good at bronzing, guys, so don't take my advice on bronzing. I am not the best at it. Believe me, I'm not good at bronzing or contouring. I just pulled my hair back. It's not going to stay like this for the whole day, so don't worry if it starts to fly out or anything like that. I'm not going to leave it like this. So I'm basically bronzing the outer perimeter and then bringing it into my cheeks a little bit too. So that's how I do it. You do you though when it comes to bronzing. I don't really have a good technique. I just do whatever. But you can see like already it's making this look a little bit better. And then the inner portion looks really light. So I look like I'm doing the highlighted portion to my face. So that color definitely is not my shade. So I really wish I would have gotten medium, but it's kind of late now, so I can't really change it because I ordered it online. Alright, so I think I may have messed up my forehead a little bit here. It looks a little bit weird. So I'm just going to dab. Anytime I mess anything up, I use my beauty blender and I'm just like, look, we'll fix it that way. I'm going to pull you guys out just a little bit, just so you can see my forehead here, what we're doing. Alright, so that's a little bit better. Now I'm going to use my oh my gosh, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm going to use the Naked Skin Concealer. I'm going to use this to do my eyelids. I'm just going to prime them a little bit. They don't need a whole lot because that foundation actually was pretty good. So I don't need a whole lot of primer for my eyelids. And I don't think I even picked a primer for this week. So we're just going to do it this way. We're just going to roll like this. So just going to dab that in just to conceal any kind of discoloration that I do have going on my eyelids, because I do have darker eyelids than most people. So there we go. That part is done. And now I'm going to go in with the Viseart. This is the Tryst palette. I think it's Tryst. I think there's a little plastic film on here or something. Yeah, there is. I'm like, why does this look so hazy? Okay, that's so much better. It looks prettier now, right? Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this palette here. I'm going to use this shade right here to kind of set my eyelids. So I'm just going to go in with a big fluffy brush. This is my, I think it's a Royal Legnical. Yep. This is, they call it a crease brush, but I use this typically to set my eyelids. So I'm just going to use this peachy shade to set with. I'm just going to lightly dust it over just to give it some, powder it down a little bit. I could have used my translucent powder to set with as well, but this works fine. So I'm just going to tap in again and put this on. So you don't watch my Makeup Basket Mondays. I'm going to be announcing that there's going to be a change to my Makeup Basket Monday. I'm going to be doing that instead of doing Makeup Basket Mondays. I'm going to be doing monthly makeup baskets and then pulling a bunch of products to use. I just feel like I am not able to get a complete thorough review on a lot of these things. Now this week, for example, I know everything. But most weeks I feel like that this would be a better way to do it. Just pull a bunch of products, try them out for the month, put them in a drawer, and only use those products for the month. So that's what I'm going to do. Plus that will maybe encourage me not to purchase anything else because I have a whole drawer full of stuff to use. So now I'm going to go into this shade right here. I'm going to start using this in the crease. This little shade right here, it's a really pretty color. I'm going to start putting that into the crease. Into here like that. blend it out. I'm bringing it pretty far in and then taking it pretty far up. With someone like me who has hooded eyelids, you have to take it pretty far up so that you can actually see it when your eyes are open. I cannot get over my foundation color. My foundation color is way too light. I still can tell, like, I don't know, guys. That foundation is not the best color for me at all. I'm going to go in here again. I'm going to start on this side. I'm going to take it up and in a little bit. I'm going to take it way up and take it in. So there's going to be some other changes to my channel as well, as like how many videos I'm getting out a week. I'm thinking about making quite a few changes to my channel as far as like videos that I do, and then also subscription services. I'm considering canceling a few subscription services. You guys will have to let me know what your thoughts are on that, because I'm thinking about canceling Ipsy as well as Sephora Play. I just find that I have so many samples already that when I do my Sample Sunday series and I'm having those samples along with my Sample Sunday series, I feel like there's just too many samples rolling around in my room. So I'm thinking about canceling those two and keeping BoxyCharm and FabFitFun, because I really do like both of those. Now I'm going to go into the shade right here with the Sigma. This is the small tapered blending brushes, the E45. I'm going to go in with this, and I'm just going to set this color. It looks like a brown shade, honestly, but it's not. It's like a purple brown. It's a very interesting color. So these go well together with that peach shade, though. I've noticed I don't create very many different eye looks with this palette. I feel like there's only like maybe 2 or 3 eye looks that I can really create with this palette. I'm sure you can create a ton more, but me being someone who's not a makeup artist, I don't have a whole lot of creativity, so it's hard for me to be creative sometimes. I wish I could be more creative with my makeup looks. I wish that I could come up with these crazy looks that everybody does that I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I could pull that off. But for some reason, I just can't do it. So, but anyway, yeah, we're gonna be making some changes to my channel because I feel like with summer coming up, I would like to cut back to 5 videos a week so that I can spend more time with my kids who will be home for the summer. And then my oldest son, he's already home for the summer. He's home from college. So he's already here. Well, he's not here today. He's out hanging out with his friends. They're actually camping, and we have a lot of acreage, so they're camping in our woods. So he's here, but he's just not here. Do you see what I'm saying? So they're going to be camping. Pretty sure that I'm going to be paranoid the entire time they're camping because of snakes. Snakes are out right now, and I'm paranoid of snakes. So that makes me a little bit worried for them. I told them they had to get mothballs before they could go camping, and I hope that he actually picked them up. I didn't actually see the mothballs because I've heard that mothballs help to keep snakes away. We actually have a pest control company that comes to our house and they spray this stuff. It's called Snake Away. They spray that around our property to help keep snakes down, because that's my biggest fear, snakes and spiders. I do not like either of those. I'm going to go back in with the Morphe M433 brush. I've cleaned it off a little bit, and I'm just going to blend this out a little bit into the peach. Blend that purpley shade up into the peach a little bit more so that it blends together better. And I'm bringing it in a little bit too, as you can tell. So this one's not so rushed like last week's video. Last week I had to rush because my husband was heading home and we were getting ready to head out for the day. So today I am not in as big of a hurry because I am not going anywhere while my kid is camping in the woods. I'm going to be here just in case something should happen. Because you never know. You never know. So you guys have to let me know what you think of the changes, though, that I'm planning on making to my channel, because I think it's going to be good for me for the summer. Besides that, I don't know if you are familiar or not, but I'm having a lot of, not really stressed or anything. I'm not stressed. I'm just really tired lately. And I feel like I'm just burning myself out a little bit because I'm doing so many videos a week, editing those. I don't really do a whole lot of editing. And I'm sure you guys can tell from like my responses, I have been lacking in that area, just trying to respond to everybody. I'm just really exhausted, and they've got me on all these different vitamins now to try to help with the exhaustion, and I don't know. I can tell a little bit of a difference, but nothing major yet. So I'm just really tired lately. Now I'm going to go in back to this palette here. I'm going to go into this peachy shade right here with my fingertip. Actually, no, we're going to use our, forgot guys, we have our special rubber brush. You guys were all curious about this brush. I really do like it. They have a set of them on Sephora. It's called the glitter brush or something like that. The rubber glitter brush. And it works really well with like metallic-y shades like this, as well as glitter. Because it's rubber, you can pick it up very easily, and then it really does a good job of putting pigmentation onto your eyelid. I mean, as you can tell, and it doesn't fall out. There's no fallout because it's holding it right onto the brush. I really do like this little rubber brush, but it's a set of them on Sephora for $12, I think it is. These are really, really cool. The first person I remember now who I saw have these was Lisa Stevens. Lisa was the first person I saw get these, and I was like, whoa, those look really cool. I need to have those. So I ended up purchasing some myself, and I really do love these. These are nice. And Lisa used to work at Sephora, so she probably knows a lot about the tools and stuff that they sell and they carry. So that's why she knew about it, because I had never even seen them before. Nobody I'd ever seen on YouTube had ever talked about these and how good they are. So I really do like them. I think they're really nice. Okay, so there is my eye look. I'm not even going to do a brow bone highlight, to be honest with you. We're just going to skip that portion. I'm just going to blend it up a little bit more. Blending is the most important thing, as we all know from our girl Jaclyn Hill. She tells us to blend, blend, blend. And we know, we just keep blending. Just keep blending. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to blend. I may do a brow bone highlight. We'll have to see how it looks in the end here. Now I'm going to go ahead and start my brows. I'm still using the Kat Von D one that Influenster sent me. Guys, I really do like this. I think it's very nice. Let me find it in here. It's a very good product. I like that it's not so cakey looking. I mean, you can tell I've been using the crud out of this, so I really do like the way this works. I just put a little bit onto the little spoolie thing. I'm going to need to bring my mirror closer to me or flip it so that I can see at least. Oh gosh, no, don't flip it. Then I look like I have like a head the size of a pumpkin. So let's just bring it in closer here so I can see. And I'll come a little bit closer too so you can see. So what I do is I like to flip the brush and then just start drawing some tiny hairs in right here like this. And then I know I was told that I should bring my brows out a little bit further, so I've tried to bring them out a little bit further. Nothing major, but I feel like this gives you the more realistic look. And I can still go under and like smooth it out a little bit. And then I'm going to dip back into my brow product and tap off a little bit. I don't want too much on there at all. Now I'm going to start filling in. So I'm just going to fill in the sparse areas of my brows and get that filled in. And I probably will spoolie these as well, because just to make it look a little bit better, because my brow hairs are a little crazy today. I look like Captain Caveman, my brows do. Do you guys remember that cartoon show? Captain Caveman. So anyway, so there's how that brow's looking. To me, it looks pretty natural. It doesn't look super obvious that I had to draw in the first part of my brow. And that's what I like. I feel like a very natural looking brow. I don't like a brow that looks very much drawn on, because it just looks better on my face, I think, to have a more natural looking brow. So now I'm going to do the other side and do the same thing. I'm just going to tap in a little bit here and just lightly draw in a brow hairs here, because I don't really have much there. My brows do take a little bit longer than they used to, though. I've noticed that now that I've done it this way. It takes me a little bit longer. And it's because I'm actually putting brows where there were no brows now. So that does take a little bit longer to do. So I can see how other people say that it takes them longer to do brows now. I'm like, okay, yeah, I understand now. Because before I would just take a brush or a pencil through them and it'd be no problem at all. I'd be like, okay, I'm done. And now I feel like I take a little bit longer to get them a little bit better. Maybe they don't look better. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm fooling myself. They don't look better. I don't know. You'll have to tell me what you think. So, just gonna dip. When I dip, you dip, we dip. My stomach is like growling even though I just ate. Girl, you need to calm down. You don't need any more food right now. Okay. Alright. Fix this part right here. And then I'm going to spoolie it a little bit. It's not perfect, Believe me, I'm not perfect at brows. I'm not perfect at any makeup. That's why I always feel bad doing Get Ready With Me with you guys, because I feel like, I hope that you guys don't think that I'm a professional, because I definitely am not. I mean, obviously, look at my foundation. My foundation and my neck do not match, but that's okay. I never claimed to be a professional, and I'm sure you guys probably can tell that though, so it's not like I have to be like, yeah. So now I'm just going to spoolie through a little bit here. Spoolie, spoolie. Spoolie, spoolie. Spoolie, spoolie. It reminds me of the Wooly Wooly song. Alright. These are as good as they're gonna get, I think. You guys have to let me know what you think of them. I think they look okay. They're not the best, but it's okay. Now I'm going to use my Stila. This is the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof liquid eyeliner. I'm going to use this and just draw a quick line on my eye. I tried to do a winged liner and I was very unsuccessful with that this week, so we're going back to the regular liner. So we'll just do what I'm good at, right? Until I can get it better. I don't want to show you guys how I can really screw up my makeup. Because believe me, I can really mess it up really big time. So we're just going to draw a line for now. And that's as good as we're going to get. I think I went a little thick right there. So I can't even do a line half the time. But that's okay. I'm not perfect, and neither is my eyeliner. Okay, so that's as good as we're going to get there. Hopefully we can start getting some color to my face, because I look so pale right now. So pale. Alright, now I'm going to conceal on my under eyes. I'm going to do lashes last, because I'm going to not put you guys through the torture of watching me do lashes, because you guys already know I'm not good at lashes. Not putting false lashes on, just putting mascara on. So I'm just going to conceal my under eyes quick. And then we're going to put some color there. I like to conceal after I've done my eye makeup on top, just because I feel like if there's any fallout, I know that's probably not the best way to do it, but I feel like if there's any fallout, then I'm going to cover it up with the concealer. And I like to bring it down just a little bit. You guys know that was my favorite concealer. It's the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer. I love that concealer. It's like the best I've ever tried. It really is. It's so good. Now I'm going to use my Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder to set my under eyes. So I have that here in this little container. So I'm going to take my little brush. This is a Luxie brush, I think. Yeah, it's a Luxie Precision Foundation brush. Definitely not using foundation with it. I always start on the outer corner with my powder, so that it's less saturated once I get to the inner corner, so that it doesn't crease as bad. So I start here and then come to the middle, or to the inside of my eye. And you want to set your under eyes pretty quickly, according to Tati, because she says that if you set them very fast, I'm going to get rid of that shine that I have going on there. If you set them pretty quickly, then you won't have as much creasiness going on. So I always just try to set it as quickly as I can. Now I'm going to go back into the Viseart palette, and I'm going to use this brush right here. This is the Vintage Cosmetics brush. I love this little brush. I'm going to go in with this deeper shade right here, the more, it's like a eggplant almost. I'm going to put just a little bit of that here on my under eye. I'm barely touching my under eye. I'm going to go into the other side and do the same thing. I really like how this purple in this palette really helps to bring out the green in my eyes. They definitely look very green when I use this palette. Now I'm going to wipe that off, and I'm going to go into this lighter purple right here, the one that's more of a shimmery shade, like a satin shade. And I'm going to put that a little bit right here and bring it in just a little bit. And right here. And then wipe my brush off again. And now I'm going to go into that peach shade. And I'm just going to put that right here at the beginning of my eye. Do it again. I forgot to tap off, but that's alright. It's only makeup. At the end of the day, it all washes off, right? Alright, so for brow bone, I am going to do a quick brow bone highlight. I'm going to use this shade right here. And this is a Z Minerals brush. It's a highlight brush, it says. So we're just going to highlight our brow bone a little bit with it. Just a little bit here, very lightly. I'm going to do it again on the other side. Very lightly. Bring it in. Okay. Now I'm going to do my inner corner highlight. I'm going to use that same one that I used for my brow bone. I'm just going to tap it onto my finger here. I like doing it this way the best. And I'm just going to tap a little bit of that right there in my inner corner. Alright. So far, not too shabby. Now I'm going to put some blush on. I'm going to use my Nars palette. This is the Nars Wanted 2 palette. I really do like this palette. The colors are very bold. Whoops, I threw the plastic down. The colors are very bold, but you can definitely go in with a lighter hand and get this to work very easily. Let me grab my brushes. Today I'm going to use this really bright shade right here. Very lightly tapped, and then tap it off. And you can definitely, like I said, you can still use these brighter shades. These are perfect, I think, for the summer and everything like that. They're going to be great summer shades because they're those bright poppy colors. And I just feel like this looks good with the eye look as well. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not a makeup artist, like I said. So, now I will tell you it takes a little bit to blend these out because they're so pigmented. You want to blend really well. Get that blended in. This side here really, I got one spot that was really pigmented right there. And I like to bring my blush up. Not everybody does their blush the way I do it, and that's okay. Nobody has to do their makeup the same way. Everybody has their own personal preference on how they like their makeup. We don't all have to do it the same. I always put a little bit on my nose too, just to give it that sun-kissed look. I like for my nose to look like it has been kissed by the sun. Now I'm going to use my highlighting brush. This is the Sigma Tapered Highlighter Brush. I'm going to dip into the shade right here. I don't have another highlighter. Oh, yes I do. Actually, I do have another highlighter, so let's clean that off. I'm using my little pink cloth here I've been cleaning everything off on. I can't find my color switch for some reason. I'm sure it's around here somewhere. It's just gotten misplaced. So I'm going to use my Anastasia palette. This is the Anastasia Sugar Glow Kit. So I'm going to use this shade right here, which is Starburst. I love this one here. It's really pretty. So I'm going to use that on my cheekbones. Highlight a little bit here. It's such a pretty color. Look how pretty that is. And then I'm going to take it down my nose just a little bit. I even have been putting a little bit above my forehead right here, just to highlight a little bit more. Why not? And I take a little bit and I put it on my finger and run it across my lips. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my lip on, which I'm using the Fenty Beauty, the Gloss Bomb. And then I'm going to pause you guys and I'll come right back after I put my mascara on, because I'm not going to put you guys through that. I love this Gloss Bomb. It's so good. So hydrating and pretty. Okay. So I'm going to pause you guys for 1 second. I'm going to put my mascara on and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I finished up. I put my mascara on. I don't know why, but for some reason my mascara that I'm using, which is the It Cosmetics, the Superhero Mascara, this one is super clumpy on me for some reason. I don't know if I just got a bad one or what, because this is typically one of my favorite mascaras, but this one is just, I mean, look at my lashes. They don't look the best. And I can normally make this mascara make my lashes look very full, very voluptuous. I really do like the way they look typically with this. I don't know if it's because I haven't purchased a full size in a while and I'm using a full size now, and I was using like sample like deluxe sizes for a while. And I know I've heard a lot of people say that there is a difference in formulation when you use a deluxe size versus a full size. I don't know. I'm just not sure what's going on here, because this is one of the ones that I've recommended so many times to you guys, and now I'm like, what in the world is wrong with you? You were just not working like I expected you to. Not impressed. So anyway, this is my full makeup look. I did put a little bit more bronzer on. I'm not the best at bronzer, so if it looks muddy or if it looks bad, I'm sorry. I do apologize. I'm not the best at bronzer, but since this foundation does not match my skin tone very well, I had to bronze up pretty well. so that I don't look like I have neck face. Is that what it's called when you have like your face and your neck just don't match? So I didn't want to look like that. So this is my finished look. I have my curls in still. I am probably going to do something with my hair, or I might just leave this headband in. I'm not sure. Either way, this is the little get ready with me using all the products from Makeup Basket Monday. I will have to film the Makeup Basket Monday soon so that I can let you guys know the whole detail about how I'm going to be doing a monthly makeup basket versus a weekly makeup basket. So just in case you didn't see this video, or wait a minute, I'm telling you this in this video, so that would make no sense, would it? You know what? I am so bright sometimes. I have no idea how I even get around through the day. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this little get ready with me. Let me know if you have any questions about any of the products I used, or if you have any recommendations, or if maybe a way that I can use things better. You can tell me. I am totally open for discussion. Let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll catch you guys later.